Hey everyone, welcome back to ABA Dispute Resolution Section 2025 Spring Conference. And so I am here with Greg Abrams and Larry Anthony, two of my colleagues at this spring conference. And so we're just talking, connecting, letting you guys know who we are, and telling you some of the takeaways we have from this conference where we've learned a lot from the last couple of days. But first, let the guys introduce themselves. Okay, Greg, go ahead, take it away. Who are you and where are you from and what do you do?
Greg Abrams, I'm a healthcare lawyer in California, although I live in Seattle, and I'm still practicing law and branching now into mediation.
Awesome. Well, no, that was really quick.
Yeah, do you want more?
Tell us a little bit more about what you do for mediation.
Well, I just got certified by a great outfit in Tacoma, Washington, and I'm doing a lot of community mediations, and that basically means co-mediation and all kinds of just really personal things like divorces and family planning, parenthood planning, and evictions and tenants and workplace, that sort of thing.
Yes. It's a medical background, right? But now you're doing mediation on everything.
I have a medical background. It'd be great to get into some medical mediation, hospital peer review, that sort of thing. That'd be great because that's substantive knowledge and I have a lot about that.
Yes, awesome. And Larry Anthony, tell us a little about yourself and where you're based. And you're pretty close to me. I'm down in Houston.
Yeah. So I'm in Dallas, and specifically Plano in Texas. I have my own private mediation arbitration practice. So it's me and my business partner, so we co-mediate. We have a couple of other mediators with us as well. Actually, one of my colleagues here who's licensed in Illinois who mediates for us, she came up here, Kinza Khan. She was up here for the conference for a little bit. We deal with a lot of cases, not only nationally, but also globally. We just opened up an office in Dubai. We're starting to work on collaborating with some other mediators that are in Saudi Arabia as well. So we're kind of branching out, expanding pretty quickly, but we're trying to get a beat on everything. So we deal with all kinds of disputes, but right now we're very family mediation heavy, so there's a lot of divorces. We do property disputes, commercial disputes. I'm actually going to be taking a class training for international arbitration with the CAARB, Chapter of International Arbitrators, which is based out of London. So I'll be training with them this coming next few weeks. Cool. So I'm looking to do that. We're expanding the brand pretty quickly. So we're really excited for where that's going to go.
Yes, awesome. Well, and I know that you speak multiple languages, right?
I don't speak multiple languages. I can muddle through a couple of them. My business partner knows a few, as well as a couple of my colleagues. But our practice, we do Arabic, Hindu, Urdu, Spanish, and English, of course.
Awesome. So lots of variety here, guys. So the topic for today is what are some of the takeaways that you've had at this conference? One thing we all have in common, this is our first time coming to this ABA Dispute Resolution Section annual meeting. And this has been going on for many, many years, but it's the first time. So what were your impressions?
It's been fantastic. I think, first of all, the networking opportunities. Everybody is so amazingly talkative and willing to help and offer suggestions. As a first year, they actually had some activities for the first-time comers, which gives you a place to be and participate. And then for me, it's just the fantastic array of subject matters that, mediation, arbitration, ADR generally, the amount of variety and activities that you can just sort of engage in. It's fantastic.
Yeah, any particular point that might have trained you or taught you something that you want to take back home?
I think there was one on neurodivergence, which was pretty eye-opening, and I'd sort of heard about it before, so I was much better educated on that. And I think part of mediation is to understand the differences in people and how they react and how they absorb and how their needs are. And that's a great opportunity to learn just how different minds work, so that hopefully you can be cognizant in the mediation and arbitration.
Sounds good. What about you, Larry? What are some takeaways you have?
I think the big important thing about the conference this year was the networking opportunities, especially the peer-to-peer connections that they had, which I thought was very helpful. Again, the reason I come to conferences like this to network, so I can get to know people like you. That's always important. We need to be a community and help each other, and that's the whole purpose and help people. We help each other to help people, so that's what's important. So big takeaways is, it's about how to be a better mediator, how to be a better third-party neutral. About, one of the things I took away from one of the seminars was that how to take yourself to the next level, meaning how to respond to your clients and how to act with your clients and so on and so forth, and have them trusting you and have them able to open up and with that dynamic in order so you can negotiate and you can reach settlements. Additionally, I love the emphasis on AI. As that, in my practice, we're trying to implement that more. We use it for research mostly now, but I think one of the seminars that was discussed was on how to use it in order to use hypotheticals or even give it some possible outcomes during negotiation, what could happen. You don't kind of set up the scenario and spit it out to AI and have it come back with a summary of what the possible pitfalls and negotiations you could come with. I think that was very fascinating. Actually, they're about to have one now in regards to ethics and other things, so that's going to be fascinating.
Yeah, and so there was a lot of talk about tech, this week, and so that's definitely one of the takeaways from me. Another one was yesterday's session on emotional intelligence and talking about empathy and how to connect with people and not just talk down to people. This is something that mediators need to have at their core to try to make sure that we build rapport with the people who come to us so that they feel that we are empathizing with them. It's not just something that, we're judging people, but we're able to connect. And so I think you were in that touch with me as well.
I was.
Right. And so lots of takeaways, guys, that we could go on and on about. However, this is a very short thing. We have one more session, I think 1 or 2 more sessions left, and the weekend's over. But we're here at the Willis Tower in Chicago, and it's been fun. Great again to meet you guys. I think we connected over Zoom and Zoom, right? Yes, recently, but it's great to finally meet people in person. That's one thing I really like about this. All right, guys, that's basically it. Anything you want to say to close things out? And if people want to contact you, how do they reach you?
I'm at abramshealthlaw.com, and it's a pleasure meeting you and hanging out with you.
Awesome. What about you, Larry? What's the best way to reach you?
You can either through my email at info@iams.llc. Again, we're a faith-based mediation ADR practice. So again, that's info@iams.llc.
Awesome. And all of us are on LinkedIn.
Yes.
Right? And so if people want to go on LinkedIn, you can check it out, connect with us. Okay, everyone, I love my podcast on the road. Thank you so much for connecting back. And then we'll put this video online pretty soon. And then check us out. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.